Hello, everyone. In this session, we want to discuss event subscription. In our session on Event Viewer, we saw that we were able to view events on a single remote computer. But what if we needed to troubleshoot an issue which required us to examine a set of events that are stored in multiple logs on multiple computers? This is where event subscription comes in. Event subscription provides the ability to collect copies of events from multiple remote computers and then store them locally on the collector computer. When you create an event subscription, you are specifying exactly which events are forwarded and in which log they will be stored locally. When you have the subscription events in a local log, you can then view and process them in the same way you would a local event. Now, on our screen here, we have the collector computer. That is the computer that's going to collect all the events from the source computers, which we call forwarders. To use the event collecting feature, we have to configure both the collector to the left here and the forwarder computers to the right. To enable subscription, we will now look at what we will use to configure these computers. On the source computer, the computer that has the events that we want to collect, we want to run the command winrm quick config. And we want to run the command at an elevated command prompt. This command is used to configure remote management. And then over to the left, on the collector computer, we want to type the command wec-util-qc. This command is used to enable the event collector service. Before we create the event, the subscription event, we need to configure both the collector and the forwarder computer. We're now going to take a look at how we will configure the computers. We're going to be using two computers, London DC1 and London Server 1. The London DC1 is going to be the source computer, which we refer to as the forwarding computer. And the London Server 1 on the left is going to be the collector computer. We are now going to configure the collector computer, which is London Server 1. So we're going to click on Tools, and we're going to click on Event Viewer. In the Event Viewer console, let's just expand the Event Viewer console. We want to right-click on Subscriptions, and we want to click Create Subscription. We want to give the subscription a name. So we're going to type Event space SUB. So we're going to call the subscription name Event Sub. And we can put a description here if we wanted to. But also by default, the events are going to go into the forwarded events container. And then we want to look at the type and the source computers. We have a choice here, collector initiated or source initiated. If we choose collector initiated, the computer contacts the selected source computers and provides a subscription. If we select source computer initiated, the source computers in the selected groups must be configured through policy or local configuration to contact this computer and receive the subscription. We're going to, for our session, accept collector initiated. So we want to select the computer, and we're going to add the computer. We're going to type the name of the source computer, London DC1, London hyphen DC1. I want to click on OK. And we're going to click OK again to close the computer window. We want to select all events. So we're going to click on select events. Click on edit. We want to choose the filter here. So we want to filter on warning. I want to filter on critical. And we want to select all Windows logs. So I'm going to click on Windows logs. Click back on the arrow to collapse the log box. We're going to accept all events. For events, now we want to click on OK. So the name of our subscription is Event Sub. The destination log is forwarded events. And we're choosing collector initiated, and we selected the computer, London DC1, as our source. And for events to collect, we have selected all events. Before we click on OK, we want to look at the Advanced tab that allows us to configure event delivery optimization. We just click on the Advanced tab. We see here that we have some choices. For event delivery optimization, you have normal, minimize bandwidth, and minimize latency. For normal uses pull delivery mode. So it pulls the data, pulls the events, and you have a batch time of 15 minutes. So you have between each batch 15 minutes. And for the normal mode, you can have 5 items at a time. Then you have the minimized bandwidth, and this uses push delivery, meaning that it pushes the events to the collector with a batch timeout of 6 hours and a heartbeat interval of 6 hours. And then you have minimized latency, and this uses the push delivery mode with a batch timeout of 30 seconds. We're going to click on OK. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to say OK. And we can see here we have a summary of administrative events. We're going to open up subscriptions so that we can see the subscription that we just configured. It is active. and it is in the forwarding event log. So the subscriptions will entail that all the events from London DC1 will move to the collector computer, which is London Server 1. On London Server 1, we want to take a look at the container that the events will be collected in. So on London Server 1, which we are on right now, I'm going to click on Tools, Event Viewer. Then expand Windows Log. And here's our forwarded events container. And the events will be forwarded from the source computer, which is London DC1, to this container forwarded events. When the London Server 1 has collected these events, you're going to be able to look at them and analyze them just as if they were on the local computer. This is the end of our session, and I want to thank you for listening.